Hey, what's up guys? It's Kimmerman from Kimmerman Gunpla Studio. Today I got here Victory 2 Gundam Verka Master Grade from Bandai. And this is my first ever model kit from the Victory Gundam series. So let's check this kit out and let's see what this Victory Gundam or Victory 2 Gundam has to offer us. Find your handles kits. Victory Gundam 2 or Victory 2 Gundam. And this is the box art here. Of course, the Verka traditional box, the white background, and the mobile suit in the center. And this is from, of course, Bandai Namco Verka. And this is from the League Militaire group on that Victory Gundam series. So multiple mobile suit. So this is a transforming or parts forming or combiner thing, something like that. And yes, honestly, I don't like this Gundam, especially the first one, the Victory Gundam, because it's so bland that I don't like the design. It's also small, which I don't prefer in my collection, my master grade collection. But anyway, I just saw that this is on sale and why not give it a try. So there we go. And here in the side of the box we can see the two parts for the Gundam, where this is the torso part and this is the leg part, and then can combine into this mobile suit here. So they got two landers there. One will be used as the Gundam head and the other one can be discarded or put somewhere else like that. The other side of the box, we can see the front view and rear view of the mobile suit. So if we open the box here, oops, there we go. We got to see the instruction manual. The manual is looking like this, where the face of the Gundam looking downward, and it says here Victory 2 Gundam Verka. If you open the manual here, we can see the front view and rear view of the Gundam in anime style, and there we got so many pictures for the Gundam here, front view, rear view, posing, and the split mobile weapons or mobile planes like that. Okay. So there we got to see Uso Ewin, one of the best pilot that I ever know in the anime series of Gundams. So we got to see the parts here. So we got not so much parts for this thing here because it's a small Gundam, by the way. Then you can see the assembling process here. Okay, so there we go. We got to see the torso, the upper hands or the extremities, lower extremities, weaponries, and the placement of the decals. Okay, let's go with the packs. Got the first pack here, so we got two sets of this since we're doing two planes for this. What I like here is it got two heads as well, so if I might break the other head, we got another spare for that. That's what I like with this kit. Okay, so we got this second pack here with pack for this white runners, and we got here blue runners here for the torso, and finally we got this pieces here for the inner frame, and there we got this details. And so we go to the runner review before we build the kit. So we got here runner A for this multicolored runner, and mostly this is parts for the core fighter. Okay, so we got two of these. This is another one. So this is a yellow, red, white, and those clear parts here, the usual appearance for the protagonist Gundam. Then we got here runner F for the inner frame parts, another runner F. So we got two of these runners here. Then we got runner D for this white parts. We got blue runner here for the armor pieces. Another blue runner, which is runner B2. Then we got here runner E for the inner frame parts. We got white runners for runner C, and these are for the armor pieces. Then we got this beam saber and beam fan effect parts, and this runner G here for the gun parts. Okay, finally we also got polycaps, this kind of polycap, this circular one, and we got the shield, beam shield effect parts. Okay. For the stickers, we got this foil stickers and water slide decals. And so we got the finished product of the Victory 2 Gundam, and I want to review this kit together with the Victory Gundam. So there we got the original Uso Ewing mobile suit and this upgraded one here, and I find that this kit is really troublesome, both of this kit, and now I know why the Mecha guy Kotsu, the one with the annoying voice, that American reviewer of model kits, is so terrified with this kind of model kits, and I think he hates this one here. And now I know why, because actually I don't really like the transformation sequence of this kit. There are so many gimmicks, although I appreciate Verka on doing these two kits, but I really don't like the transformation because it's so tedious. At the same time, it will damage the joints, and most pegs here are so delicate, especially this one, that you need to be careful when building this, because pegs on this one is really thin and tends to have this stress mark. Also this one here, so let's set aside this shit here, this Victory, so we'll focus on the Victory second. So this one is nice in terms of height. As you can see before, it's taller than the Victory 2. This kit is about the same size of the Gundam wing kits, so it's kinda having a decent height for a master grade. The design of this kit is nice. I really like this V booster here, so it makes it having this kind of V letter like that. The color seems nice as well. The contrast of yellow and blue together with the white and red is nice compared with the Victory, which is very bland. This one, this looks like a dead kid to me anyway. So here we got two sets of core fighter, or the top fighter here, which turns to the Gundam head. So there, I just include this in my review, this one here. So this is how it looks like. So there, the head is kept underneath that shaft here, this binder here, and this one can open. This one can open as well to promote thruster and the application of the Victory wings like that. So this is the core fighter that can be attached on the boots or the lower half, which I don't like actually. And you know me, I don't transform kit. I just display them in mobile suit form. So there we go. This is how it looks like. So there's this landing gears attached, this transparent landing gear. So if you're going to put it here, so there, it can really stand on its own like that. As well as we got the landing gear for the core fighter attached here on the Victory Gundam. So if you're going to compare them, so this one is larger in terms of the wingspan or the booster span compared with this very tiny little cute core fighter for the Victory Gundam. And there you can see the Victory Hexa head hiding underneath there, and they're Uso Ewing piloting this shit here. And by the way, the Victory Gundam here can be deployed or transformed into the Victory Hexa. The only difference is the head. So as you can see, this one doesn't have any Vithins, and it does have this ear, elven ear. Unlike this one here, it doesn't have only vent. This one has this elven ear and no Vithin. But of course, I much like the traditional one, this one with Vithin here. And guess what? This Vithin is rubbery plastic. So I don't have fear on bending this shit here because this is rubber. It will not break. Okay, so let's go with the articulation of this kit. This kit has a decent articulation somehow. So there it can rotate 360 degrees, can look up, look down like that. And for the arms can rotate 360 degrees here like that, very smooth. And the elbows can bend somehow 180 degrees, but that's the problem. This one is really loose. You can see that it's loose because it's connected on a clip here. And mind you, it does have a stress mark there. It does have fucking stress mark. The reason I don't like it. Now I know why Mecha Gaikotsu doesn't like this. And here we got this shield here attached on the beam saber shaft there. Also, this one, the Victory Gundam, does have the same kind of shield, which is attached also here. You can do the same manner on this one. And for the waist here has this front skirts that can move like this, and the side skirt can move like that. So this is a bit loose. I feel the looseness on this kit. And on the back skirt here, the back skirt can open like that, and we can somehow open this, but it doesn't have any significance. But I just like to close it like this. And this leg here is connected by the traditional ball joint polycap, which is a circular one that you will insert on the peg, and this one is attached on that ball joint, so it can kick forward up to this far, and the knees can bend, double jointed. There you can see some mechanism that can detach underneath the thigh, and there can go back like that. For the feet can do some plantar extension like that. So this is for the transformation sequence, and can swivel side to side like that. And we got this armor part for the ankle armor, and there we go. Something drop on the ankle guard, which is very loose as well, so might as well you need to put some glue on this part, since this is not that very troublesome. And there you go, the feet or the legs started to be removed from this shaft here. So now the trouble is appearing on the ship. So that's why I learned how Mecha Gaikotsu feel on this kit because of the trouble that it can provide. There we go. Let's bring the shit back. Okay. So let's compare the size of this model to one of the most troublesome kit as well in the Gundam franchise or the Bandai franchise. So let's compare it on the height of this troublesome kit by Atron Sala as well, which is the Infinite Justice. So most Atron Sala kit are troublesome for me because if not loose, the kit is so flimsy and back heavy. So there we go, we got the Victory Gundam as well. So Victory is smaller than the Victory 2 and it is a bit shorter compared with the Gundam seed lines. And there we got also beam shield on this kind of kit. So am I going to recommend this kit? For me, this kit is a no-no. If you want to skip for this kit, it's okay because this is really a troublesome kit. Don't buy this if you don't like to modify kits. So see you next time. It's Kimmerman from Kimmerman Gundam Studio saying goodbye. God bless. Take care. May bahay na rin dito, mga galingan. Dati wala. Pero part pa rin talaga pala na Robinson yan. Hindi, bahay pa rin yung likod niyan.